Hi, my name is Ricky Rainbowbeard, and I'll be here to read books and teach you how to make something. Does that sound pretty good? Yeah, and I brought my friend with me here today. This is Joe.
Hey guys, it's Joe.
Yeah, this is Joe. He's a sock puppet.
I'm a sock puppet, but I have feelings too.
Yeah, Joe has feelings. Oh, I can kind of hear the coffee brewing right now.
I can smell it. I can even hear the beeping.
Did you hear the beeping? Maybe. Yeah, I'm coming to you right now just right from my couch, right here in my house.
Yeah, this is Ricky's couch. I like sitting here and hanging out. And I also really like to hear books read to me. Do you guys like to hear books read to you?
I hope they do. Do you like to hear books read?
It's really nice to just have a story read to you sometime.
Yeah, I agree. I like having a story read to me. So today is Monday, May 18th.
It's Monday, and it's the morning time.
Yeah, it's the morning. Got up nice and early, and I liked hearing the birds chirping this morning.
I liked hearing them too.
Cool, Joe. It's awesome. So, what is the story we're going to read today? Do you know what it is?
I don't know, Ricky, but maybe you do.
Yeah, I do know what the story is. It's one of my favorites. Here, let's get it.
Oh, it's called Moon Man. I know this one.
Yeah, I know this one too. And it's by an author named Tomi Ungerer.
Maybe you've heard of him.
Yeah, I love him. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah. You guys ready to hear the story?
I bet they are. You guys ready? I think you're ready to hear this story. I think, it's the morning time, so the moon has just kind of gone to bed for the night. Is that how you'd say it?
I don't know, Ricky. What does the moon do?
Well, I think the earth is kind of spinning, so sometimes we see the sun and sometimes we see the moon, depending on where the earth is when it's spinning.
Oh, thanks for that tip, Ricky.
Yeah, no, that's how it is. That's the truth. All right, so let's read Moon Man.
All right, you need help turning the pages?
Yeah, I could use your help.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Thanks, Joe.
You got it. Do you want to take the book jacket off?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, Joe.
Okay, good.
Joe's helping me take the book jacket off.
There we go. Here's the book jacket.
Right, now we can just take a good look at the cover of this without the book jacket on. This group named Fightin' made a nice copy, and there's this nice big moon right on the front cover.
Cool moon.
Thanks, Joe.
We gonna get started with the story now?
Yeah, we're gonna get started.
Cool. You guys will like this. Okay, Moon Man by Tomi Ungerer.
On clear, starry nights, the Moon Man can be seen curled up in his shimmering seat in space. Here, let me show you. Thanks, Joe. Here he is.
That's the Moon Man.
Have you guys ever seen the Moon Man?
Yeah, have you ever seen him?
Sometimes you look up in the moon, you might be able to see him.
Yeah.
Every night from his drifting sphere, the Moon Man was filled with envy as he watched the Earth people dance. If only once I could join in on the fun, he thought. Life up here is such a bore.
Can't imagine it being boring on the moon.
It might be, though. Look at, there he is.
He doesn't look happy.
No, he looks sad. I think he's pining over all of this fun that's happening on Earth. Wishing he could take part.
Yeah, I bet he wishes he could dance.
Yeah, I think so too. One night, a shooting star flashed by. The Moon Man leaped just in time to catch the fiery tail of the comet.
He caught it. See him catching that? That's pretty cool.
The night creatures of the woods fled in terror at the loud crash of the fallen star.
Let's see it.
Well, that owl looks frightened. And there's that loud crash.
What's gonna happen?
We'll have to see. The noise brought hundreds of people from a nearby town. Soldiers sped to defend the earth. Firemen hastened to quench the flaming light. The ice cream man hurried to set up his stand for the spectators.
That ice cream man's always trying to make a buck.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Here he is. Let's see him. Let's get that ice cream man first. It's very cute.
I like his truck.
Yeah, me too.
All those people.
Yeah, all those people, Joe. When they reached the site of the crash, no one could decide what the pale, soft creature lying in the crater could be.
They didn't know it was the Moon Man.
No, they didn't know that. Here they are. There's some townsfolk. Little over curious.
Or just maybe the right kind of curious.
Maybe. And there's the Moon Man.
How about that?
Joe, I'm going to have a little sip of water, if that's all right.
That's okay. I'll talk to the people. I just wanted to do a little lick.
Government officials were alerted. Statesmen, scientists, and generals panicked. They called the mysterious visitor an invader.
He's not an invader, he just wanted to visit.
Yeah, I know. I know, Joe.
Look at this. That guy looks serious.
Yeah, he does. There's that big telescope. That guy looks very serious. All of these guys.
Oh no, what are they gonna do?
I don't know, Joe. The Moon Man was thrown in jail,
Oh no.
while a special court conducted a criminal investigation. Poor Moon Man. His hopes of dancing among the merry crowds and bright lanterns were crushed. Yes. There's the police car taking him away. There he is.
He don't look so good.
Even the little rat in there is a little sad.
You wanna see it?
Yeah, let's show it. You guys see it? Oh, he looks so sad.
I'm so curious.
One night, as the Moon Man sat wondering why he was so cruelly treated.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he really was. He noticed that his left side had faded.
What's that mean?
Well, you'll see. Why, I must be in my third quarter, he thought happily. Every night, as the moon grew thinner and thinner, so did the Moon Man, until at last he was able to squeeze through the bars of the window.
That's good.
Yeah. Look at him. See, there's the phases of the moon right there. And there's the Moon Man following along with the phase of the moon. Looking a little bit more cheery because he's got the right idea.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to get out.
That's right, Joe. When the head of the armed forces paid a visit to inspect the weird captive,
weird captive.
He found the cell empty. The general was furious. So mad. Empty cell.
They're not in a good way.
No, they're not in a good way, Joe. Days later, as the moon reappeared in its first quarter, a quarter of the Moon Man came back.
Yay!
2 weeks later, he had reached his full size again.
Cool.
Delighted with his freedom, he wandered about, discovering the sweet-smelling flowers, the splendid birds, and the butterflies.
I like this.
I really like this. This is from the cover. He looks so happy, smelling that rose. That cat looks a little concerned.
Oh yeah, he kind of does.
Having trouble with these pages, Joe. You want to help?
Yeah, I'll do a help. Did it.
Thanks, Joe. He came upon a garden party where people in gorgeous costumes were dancing. Look! Someone has come as the Man in the Moon.
Oh, they thought it was a costume.
Yeah, they did. A lady cried. The Moon Man danced blissfully for hours. Look at her.
He is having a good time.
Yeah, he is. All those people dressed in their costumes. There's even a little wolf mask in there.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, a little bit. Not much, though. Alas, a grumpy killjoy complained of the late music to the police. And scared by the sight of the guns and uniforms, the Moon Man dashed off to the nearby woods.
There he is. I see him.
But he was spotted by the policemen, and a wild chase began.
Oh no.
Check it out. There he goes, running through the trees.
Oh wow.
There's the policeman. Oof.
Uh-oh.
I'm hopeful for the Moon Man, though. Swiftly outracing the police, the Moon Man shot across the countryside. In a lonely place, he came upon an ancient castle.
There's a cool castle here.
Let's see him. There he is, peeking from the trees.
That's because he's looking at the cool castle.
That is a cool castle.
Yeah, totally cool castle.
There, he was welcomed by a long-forgotten scientist, Dr. Bunsen van der Dunkel. For centuries, he had been perfecting a spacecraft to reach the moon.
That's perfect. What a good find.
Yeah. Here he is. Dr. Bunsen van der Dunkel.
Dr. Bunsen van der Dunkel. I like his eyes.
I think those are goggles.
Oh yeah, they are goggles. They are totally goggles.
Now finished, the intricate machine rested on its launch pad in a castle turret. Dr. van der Dunkel had grown too old and too fat to fit into the capsule. Oh. He asked his guest to be his first passenger.
Oh cool, the Moon Man can go in.
Yeah. The Moon Man, who had realized that he could never live peacefully on this planet, agreed to go.
Oh, he's leaving.
Yeah, he's going to go back home, I think. Here's the little capsule.
That is cool.
Dr. Vanderdunkel decided to wait for the moon to enter its third quarter. By then, the Moon Man will have grown small enough to fit into the capsule, he thought.
That's good.
A few nights later, the Moon Man took leave of his benefactor. With tears in their eyes, they bade each other farewell. Then the Moon Man blasted off with a roar of rockets.
He left.
Yeah, it was a little sad moment.
Oh. Looks like they became good friends then.
Yeah, I think so. And there's the rocket leaving.
Cool.
Having succeeded in the launching of his spacecraft, Dr. Vanderdunkel at last received the recognition he had so long deserved. He was elected chairman of an important scientific committee.
That's good for him.
Yeah, it is good for him.
There's the important committee.
And there's Dr. Vanderdunkel, looking pleased to be part of it.
That's nice. Proud of him.
Yeah, that's the right way to be. Having satisfied his curiosity, the Moon Man never returned to Earth and remained ever after curled up in his shimmering seat in space.
Let's look at him.
Yeah, let's take one good more look at him.
Here he is. There's the Moon Man. I hope you guys like that story. I sure did.
Yeah, I did too. I hope you guys liked this story. Moon Man, a little bit of stars on the back. You know, now's the time in the show, actually, we get to make something. So, are you guys into that idea?
I'm into that. Do I get to make something?
I don't know. I thought I would show our friends here how to make something, and you could hang out on this couch. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, I'll hang out on the couch. Maybe I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Well, Joe will definitely be back another day.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, cool. And, Joe, you have a seat on this couch?
Okay, I'll sit here.
You guys want to say bye to Joe? Bye, Joe.
Bye.
I'm gonna sit right here.
But
Stick around. I'm going to head down to the craft studio, but I'll be there in a couple seconds, and we'll get started learning how to make our own moon. Does that sound good? Cool. See you there. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to my craft studio. Hope you guys liked the Moon Man book, and we're in the craft studio today to learn how to make a moon, right? We're gonna make a moon today. All right. And I've got some instructions that I'll share with you. And let's go through the supplies first, the things that you'll need in order to make this moon. Now, you'll need a pan lid. Kind of a weird thing, but something you probably have in your kitchen. If you ask your parents, I bet they have a pan lid they could offer you. This one, this size is pretty good. It's pretty good for a moon. You'll also need aluminum foil. Probably going to need a piece about this big, but no matter what, your piece will be a little bit bigger than your pan lid, all right? So we'll need aluminum foil. We'll also need some coins. Now, I've got this nest egg here that's full of coins. You won't need this many. Really, just a couple will do. So I've got a couple coins. What also is great are some lids of jars. So this nest egg happens to have a little lid here. So we'll use that lid as well to make the moon. And there's a couple other things that could help, like if you've got a roll of tape, this circle, this is another good like flat-ish circle of different sizes. I also grabbed a spool of thread because this has a nice flat circle on the top. So we've got coins, a roll of thread, a roll of tape, a lid, all right, and we've got our foil. We'll also, with most crafts, we'll need a pair of scissors, and we will need a glue stick. And that's pretty much it. Well, you know, there's one other thing we always need, I think, is to have some of our favorite toys around when we're making crafts. So this is a good one. Give it a couple squeezes every so often. And I'd like to introduce you to my friend Filey right here. So Filey is a filing cabinet, and he doesn't say much, but he does, you know, give us ribbon through his mouth sometimes. And right now he's got some good rainbow ribbon. We also keep some toilet paper up here in case we need it, but we're running low these days. And of course, my little jar of tears here, which really is just glitter. But I would say glitter is like the tears of the craft world. So we've got our glitter tears, we've got our tissue paper. You know what? We're feeling pretty good right here. I think we can get started with the first step. What do you guys think? Cool? All right. So you need a piece of foil that's a little bit bigger than your pan lid, and we already checked that. And so I'll just rip that little piece of aluminum foil right here. And you want to try to keep this as smooth as possible throughout working on it, so you want to be careful. The first step is to take your pan lid, put it right down here on top of your aluminum foil. And then I just kind of lift the edges all around, almost like I'm trying to fit the aluminum foil around the edge of this pan lid. But what it is doing is making an indentation. So after I do that simple move, I can flatten this back out and then lift this up. And then I should have like a little outline of a circle right there. As you can see, I do. So then you grab your scissors, or you ask your scissor cutting friend, whatever you're most comfortable with, and whatever is safest, to cut right on that circle. Cut this guy out. And while you're cutting aluminum foil, it makes kind of a light thunderstorm sound, I think. You can hear it. But yeah, try to keep your circle as flat as possible, because aluminum foil gets pretty wrinkled pretty quickly. All right. It's okay to take your time when you're cutting. You know, it's best to be careful than fast, especially when you're making things. And now we're gonna have a little bit of foil left over, right? Because we've got our circle, but we've got all this piece now. It'd be great if you just fold this up and save this for a future craft, because we'll also need this for some craft in the future. So you can save this wherever is best to save it for you. All right. Actually, I'll put it over here on my tiny little table that I have right there. All right. It's important to have tables and space in your craft studio. I've laid some papers down too, because you never know if you want to draw something or if you want to write a note to yourself. Okay, so we've got our circle. We can sort of put our pan lid away. We won't really need it right now. But we will need something to start making craters. So that's what all of our little circles are for. That's what these guys are for. They're for making little craters. So we'll start with, I'm going to start with a thread-shaped crater, right? And what I'll do is I pick up my moon and I just kind of lay this on top and make one little indentation here. And then I have my first little moon crater going on there, right? It's pretty fun. So the thread worked really well. I think I'll also use one of my lids right now. I'll take my lid and I think maybe I'll put a crater right here. All right, now we have another crater. I think it is starting to look a little bit more like a moon. And then maybe I'll put a nice big crater. With the roll of tape. And go all the way around the edge. Oh, and then I've got a nice big crater. And then I think I'll use a couple of my little coins to get some little craters in there.
Here's one. Maybe another one right here.
All right, now we've got definite craters going on. And I think I'm liking how my moon's looking so far. So I'm going to put it aside. Now, you can put as many craters as you want. But if you start to put too many, it'll get really messy. Okay. So one of the other things that I forgot to tell you about, but another material you need, is some kind of black base. Something that is like your space night sky. So I just took a piece of cardboard. Actually, it's a piece of cardboard that I had a snowy scene on the other side. And so I painted it black to give myself a good moon base, all right? And what we're going to be doing is attaching the moon right on to the base, which will be like the space sky, all right? So let's put this aside for a second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. You decide what your back side and what your front side is. I kind of like the little bit shinier side for the front. And then this is a little bit more dull. That's always the case with foil. And I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm just going to go around the edge of the moon. Remember, being careful not to make it too wrinkly. Then it will just be a very wrinkled moon. And then I'm going to take my base here. And then I'm going to attach it. Here. This might be hard to do standing up like this, but I wonder if I can do it. Oh, it's working. It's working. Maybe you can even give it a little dimension just by letting it puff up in the middle. And I bet you could do an even better job of setting this guy down on here if you worked flat right on your table. That's nice. And then what you could do is you could add a couple little stars in here. You could even cut a little tiny pieces of these, of your aluminum foil here that you have left, and add tiny little stars there. And display this wherever you'd like. And you've got your own moon.
I hope you guys had fun making that moon. Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, we had some fun, right? I hope so. I hope you guys made cool moons at home. If you did, I'd love to see them sometime.
Yeah, I'd like to see them too.
Yeah. You know, and you can always make multiple moons.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. But, you know, now we're coming to the end of the show.
Oh, is this the end? I've just been sitting on this couch.
Yeah, it's the end of the show. And at the end of every Rainbow Beard show,
we dance.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we do. So if you guys want to get in your best dancing positions and get started, we're going to dance for 1 minute. And do you want to know why?
Why do we do that?
Well, it is scientifically proven that if you dance for 1 minute every day,
yeah,
that's 1 minute of your day that you're dancing.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. So get on up. Get ready. We're going to dance for 1 minute. You want to do the countdown, Joe?
Yeah, I'll do the countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hit it!